Hey, what's happening? Tommy C here, and I want to go over our picks, who I got. If I don't have them now, make sure you get them to me before puck drop. Mackie Poo, Bardo, Matthew Gazar, Jeff the Huffman, Debbie in Texas, Reed, KJ, Jake Link, Brandon, Dead on Dave, Benjamin. I can't say your last name, too. Benjamin? That's right. He's, I think, our new listener, a big Calgary Flames fan. By the way, if you want to hear my Greg Wyshynski story, call in. I don't have time to get all upset over it with the message. But I'm not a big fan. And we also have an interview. Ryan Lampert was actually on this channel. You can go check that out and do a search and see the interview we had, which was a bit contentious. But at that time, I was civil. But I'm not civil anymore. Joey, and Jason Johnson from Toronto. And another than Frenchie Ben. Okay. Get him in. I'll still take him. I'm still willing to take other people. The other thing is, if you want to change your picks, don't reply to the email that you've been sending me. Send me a new email, round 1, change picks in the subject, headline, whatever. So that way I don't get confused. Mackie Poo simply made 14 picks. I don't even know which one to take anymore. Confuse the ever-living crap out of me. All right, I'm here to talk to you about something. I want to talk about community. Community. And I think it's time that I would give back a little bit. Joe Cronin gave to me. It's time for me to take what Joe Cronin gave me and give to the hockey world. Now, I've noticed 2 people. They're aware of me. I'm aware of them. None other than the great Jack Mullet and none other than the great Dr. Deke, and beautiful, too. Here's what I want to do. I want you to go over in the description box right now. I want you to go and sub these guys. And here's why I want you to do it. There is not a lot of hockey channels that are not just uploading NHL clips or KHL clips or what have you. There's not. There's not a lot of people doing opinion-based, amateur-based opinion hockey on YouTube. This show has grown so much. Just from me and Dead on Dave in the spring of 2012, just trying to hear our own voices and thinking we could do a radio show. And then I realized I hate sports talk radio. Why don't I do Shock Jock Sports Talk Radio, which is not a completely original idea. I'll get into the history of that another time. But I want a crazy, wacky show with wacky people. That's what I want to do. And so far, it's been successful in the sense that it's grown. And we've seen our biggest growth this year and made a lot of friends. I'm not in this to parlay this to a professional career. I don't think I have the time. I don't think I got it in. I probably have to move back to the States, and that ain't happening because my daughter's here. So I'm doing this, like I said before, because I want to destroy sports talk radio. Destroy it. Why do you want to do that? I don't want to go to a building and set it on fire, if that's what you mean. But I think sports talk radio has become arrogant, elitist, not fun, and too serious. That's what I think. And it's even gotten worse. That's what it was when I was a kid. Now, you get your injection of progressive politics, gender issues, and social justice warriors right beneath the surface. I don't like that. There's nothing wrong with it. And I certainly want to shut somebody down. I'm sure they don't have the same feeling. I don't want to shut anybody down. I just think they should be more forward about it. And if they're not going to be more forward about it, I want to point it out. That's my little thing. Most people want to come in here and talk about hockey. That's probably the most important thing to me. And the reason I want to support these guys, because I got to be honest with you, if for some reason these 2 shows, they're in their infancy. If somebody can do what I do or something different than I do better and I can help them out, I'd actually be proud because I want to destroy them. I want to show them that sports opinions are not the result of a good education. Sports opinions are just subjective nonsense at the end of the day. It's not all that important. Sports should be fun. Hockey should be fun. And it's getting not fun for really bad English. Blah. It's not fun. Time to give some other people a chance. That's the great thing about YouTube. That's the most wonderful thing about YouTube. I did a video, said I'm unemployed, I'm looking for a job now, I'm taking German classes in Germany, and it's because of you, the listener, that I was able to get my little girl a tablet. Let me tell you something. That had an effect on me. Not share the wealth. There's plenty of people. Was it second biggest search engine in the world, YouTube? What an opportunity. What a great thing the first world has produced to give us this kind of opportunity. So schlubs like me can get any attention. I've got anywhere between 10 and 15 listeners on our live show. I get anywhere from 200 to sometimes 3,000 hits a show. Somebody's listening. Somebody's getting interested. And somebody's giving me a chance. And that's all I think. I want to create a community. I love you guys talking with the chat. I want to do this. But I think it's time to do it for other people. Not that we're so big and we could just give you the Midas touch. But basically, it's on you, your content, and what you put into it to do that. We are still very small. But you know what? I got a great idea. You don't even have to hold my opinions. Isn't that great? I'm looking to help other hockey YouTube broadcasters. I see two with potential right now. One is Jack Mullet. He's not very pretty, as you can see. But he apparently had a change. Jack was doing sort of a hockey character, so to speak. Some kind of very, I would say, you're probably going to hate this, Kids in the Hall like, offbeat humor, and adding it to hockey, which I really did because I like to add a certain amount of humor and comedy, sort of edgy comedy, foul-mouthed locker room comedy to mine. And Jack was doing something different. Now, I think he's dropping it for the time being. I think that's a good idea. But, Jack, if I had to talk to you, keep the aviators. Keep the aviator glasses and continue to be fucking weird. I know what you want to do. Maybe the character's not such a great idea because it kind of like, it kind of turns people off. But I do understand why you'd want to do it. I do think it was a great idea. I don't know if you're going to go back to that. Or I don't know that you're just doing that. You just did normal Jack instead of Jack Mullet on your recent, what do you call it? Google Hangouts. By the way, get off of Google Hangouts. I'll teach you about that as well. And I think just doing the aviators being weird. Plus, no homo. You're a handsome guy. Show your face with the aviators. It's cool. And you have a very interesting voice. It's kind of deep. It's gruff. It's very radio. I'm really more of a radio guy than I'm a visual guy anyway. I always had dreams of being Howard Stern or Don Imus. Or giving you your top 20 countdown, Bon Jovi moving up 2 spots. That's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. Never had a chance. Ended up running all over the place, being an idiot, joining the army, going to Iraq, coming back, having kids, and getting stuck in Germany. Long story short. But Jack, I want to support you. I want to support you the best way I can. I've already put you on the front page of the Shot from the Point hockey channel as far as YouTube's concerned. The next, Jack might be not so pretty with his character. We've got Dr. Deke. Woo! Dr. Deke came into this, as she told me, because she wasn't impressed with the Pink Puck. Pink Puck is, in my opinion, a social justice warrior hockey site. They would just say they're women on hockey. I don't buy that. They got an agenda. Dr. Deke came to do it for different reasons, though. She wasn't impressed. She thinks chicks can do better. Girls can do better. Hot babes can do better. And she seems to have a pretty good sense of humor, and she seems to get what I'm doing. So I want to help you, too, as best I can. She has, admittingly, she comes from a feminine side. Look, men and women sometimes, in general, not always, see things differently. Sometimes see things like sports differently. I want to know who that is. I want to know what those opinions are without getting social justice warrior crap shoved down my throat. This is locker room talk. I'm going to say pussy or homo. Unless I'm saying something really hateful. I think that's ridiculous. And I don't think I'm going to stop either. I'm there to fight them, not give in to their 10 commandments of political correctness. And apparently she isn't either. She wants to do her own thing. And maybe she doesn't agree with me on a lot of my views, but that doesn't matter. I think I know what she wants to do. So go to the description box. You sub her right now. And she also said she was going to reveal her ethnicity, and that means she'll call back in. That means I get to hit on her again. So come on, I'm a middle-aged married man, so give me a chance. I gotta have some fun too. I like talking to chicks. I like when the chicks call in, babes. But don't let me get you wrong. Don't get it twisted, as the young folks say. Don't get it twisted. She comes at it. It's not she's so cute. She's not doing that. And I understand. I wouldn't want her to do that. She's coming out from a female perspective. Best she can. She thinks she can do better than Puck, the pink Puck. That's great. I think it's fantastic. And she's easy on the eyes. That ain't going to hurt. That's why I think Jack should probably, I'm not trying to be weird here, but Jack should drop the gimmick because he's a handsome man. And she's a pretty girl. Show your face. It's YouTube. It's visual. People are probably not going to give a non-visual podcast, which you can do on YouTube, a chance. So, sub her. She's going to tell me about herself, and I get to talk to her and all that stuff, but give her a chance. Give her a chance. I want to form a union. Jack Mullet, and you guys don't actually have to do what I'm doing. I'm going to support it because if you can do it better than me and you can surpass me as far as subs, I'm not trying to do this professionally. Mission accomplished. We're taking people away from Puck Daddy. We're letting sports talk radio people. There's alternative opinions out there. And non-professionals can have intelligent opinions. I don't know about on this show, because this is a circus act over here. But that's what you get when you get here. You get a circus act. It's crazy. And some hockey. Let's come together. The only competition I think we had was a thing called Stick Tap. They're a bunch of snarky hipster, early 30s douchebags. But it was really professionally done. It was pretty well done. They did a few cool bits, I'll be honest with you. But they bagged it. I'm doing a radio show on YouTube. And with my friends. And my friends have really branched from Germany to New Jersey to Manitoba to Sweden. Back to Montreal and Toronto. Edmonton, California, Texas, Finland. Look, whatever happens. I'm not trying to parlay this. I don't think I could. And if I can, all right, see you later. I'm gone. Peace. But no, I don't think that's the issue. I think putting a network together is a great idea. Why don't you give these guys a chance? They may be onto something. They may change. If you look at some of the first episodes of Shot from the Point, you can check them out on the page. Looks very different, sounds very different. I woke up one day, did a podcast, my first podcast with Dave, and we just pretended to be these radio guys. Come on, Dave, let's talk some sport. I hate that shit. I hated that shit growing up, so I had to do something different. And it took a long time to really get it close. I would say it really took till this summer when we added Jeff that things actually changed. And then we also got help from DV's Dave Rose doing graphics and stuff. Technology came into the picture. I was introduced to by Joe Cronin, this great program, XSplit. And I did a lot of work. I made a lot of mistakes, got a new computer, and increased the HD to 1080p. It's a growing, learning process, and sometimes it can really drive you nuts. But I think it's time to make a community. And I think it's time to I give back. I just ask you both to make appointments with me, not because I have a big head, because I have probably, at very least, a 6-hour time difference to North America. I'm pretty much thinking that something tells me that Jack Mullet somewhere in Michigan, because I'm good at this stuff. And I'll say it again, the beautiful Dr. Deke. We should do a bit. I got to get on your couch, Dr. Deke. That might be a funny bit. We could do that in the future. But we got to talk offline. You got to make an appointment with me so I can sit down and do this stuff. Because of the hour thing and my time. And if I get a job, then I don't even know if I'm going to be doing as much as I was. But it's time to start a community like the wrestling community started a community. And if I could lead this, I'd be super proud if you would let me be your leader. And we get, worst case scenario, I get you subs. You surpass me. There's going to be no hard feelings. There's going to be pride. I'm going to be proud. I'm proud of you. And that's just one more chip in the armor of the mainstream garbage. And that's great. That's what it's all about. We're doing the game. We're making community. Look, I ain't looking to get rich. If I get rich, that's great. I'm not going to lie to you. But I just want to make some friends and act like a jerk. That's it. I'm Tommy Z. There's a Shot from the Point news update. The picks are in. Go sub my peoples. I haven't talked to Jack yet on the phone, but I like what he's doing, and we're going to get together. We're going to get together. Yeah. We're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. Go sub Dr. Deke. She's beautiful, wonderful, and has great opinions. And I hope we all have good friendships and don't fight like me and Joe Cronin fight. Take it easy, everybody. I'm Tommy C. This is Shot from the Point News Update. Thank you for spending time with me. Like and share, sub, all that other good stuff. And I'll see you 4:30 Eastern Standard Time for In the Crease with Tommy C. And I think Dead on Dave will be there. He's done. His batteries are done charging. See you later. Bye-bye.